The debris spotted in the Java Sea is from Flight 8501. Family members have been called into the search and rescue headquarters now. They are going to be briefed by Indonesian officials. This plane with 162 people on board vanished while flying from Indonesia to Singapore. I'm going to bring in Captain Desmond Ross again, a former pilot, now principal with Professional Aviation Services. He joins us on the phone from Sydney, Australia, and we have seen these photos of the Indonesian Coast Guard, men in orange jumpsuits on a harness being lowered into the ocean to try to retrieve these bodies. This search and rescue, this recovery is moving quickly.
Yes, it will move quite quickly now. The discovery of the main body of the wreckage shouldn't take very long at all. They've still got a couple of hours of daylight left up there before they would have to call it off, and even then, depending upon the weather, if they've got searchlights and so forth, they might be able to continue after dark. But certainly tomorrow will be a day of rapid movement, and I think they'll start to... I would tip that they'd have a good chance of finding the flight data recorder and the cockpit voice recorder tomorrow, because as soon as they find the main body of the wreckage, they know precisely where these things are located within the fuselage of the aircraft. And at that depth, they could actually send down divers and recover the recorders very quickly if they're lucky.
Obviously, it's grim news, these reports that there are bodies being spotted in the water, but hopefully it will help identify them, and the loved ones will get some sense of closure. What does the presence of these bodies tell you, or what leads does it give you, perhaps, in the investigation into what happened to this plane?
Yeah. It's tragic for everybody concerned. There's no doubt about it. It's probably a better... it's a hard thing to say, but it's probably a better way to end it than what's happened with MH370. People there have no idea what's going on. But with this one, there should be some closure, and the initial impressions, and I have actually seen some of the raw footage of the bodies and the aircraft in the last couple of hours. The aircraft is clearly broken up badly. The bodies have been thrown out of the fuselage, and that could well have occurred in flight. It's a little bit hard to tell at the moment, and until we see some more of the actual debris, it'll be hard to know whether the aircraft really did break up at altitude, and debris and people might have fallen from it before it actually hit the water, or whether it's hit the water and then broken up. I have a sort of a feeling that it's broken up in flight on the way down, which would not be unusual, because the aircraft, if it did suffer dramatic stresses at high altitude at 36,000 feet, it would have started to come apart, possibly out of control, turning over, turning upside down, wings, various parts of the aircraft quite easily have broken apart at altitude, and then baggage, bodies, everything would start to fall out from that on the way down.
Captain Desmond Ross, aviation expert. What we do know, John, is that whenever there is a crash, despite what it feels like in 2014, crashes are quite rare over time, but the aviation industry learns so much from every little detail that they pour over to try to make things better and make sure it never happens again. This particular incident